You stole my heart, you intercepted it. Now you're gone, have to accept it. Did I meet your mom too soon? Or did I do what I always do? Yeah, we made it to the 50, and then you kissed me. We made it to the 40, a new love story. We made it to the 30, and you did me dirty right then. You put the end in tight end, and as I touched down, just like you in a game, I'm in another town, and nothing feels the same. Wish I could go back when we met that day. Oh, whoa, and throw a flag on the play.
German sips with a grin so wide. Pogs on the table can't hide his pride. Creator in the corner starts to glare. Madness sparks and hate fills the air. Stack 'em high, a tower of luck. Germans winning, it feels like pluck. Alice Matt's fury, a brewing storm. Visions of pogs in every form. Pogs are spinning, tables turning. Alice Matt's eyes with fierce fire burning. Germans' laughter echoes loud in a world that's pog-bound proud. Matt sees and he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. And he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. Das nie gewinnen, enden man. Das nie gewinnen, enden man. Alas, mud fumes can't take no more. Pogs and slammers hit the floor. It's not about the game you see, it's about what fun could be. Das nie gewinnen, enden man. 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 Snapping like an old chain. Das nie gewinnen, enden man. Das nie gewinnen, enden man.
TSWGGG. She's got her boot, she smashes his face into the ground. She throws the glass at his face and it cuts him. Just like on top of all of the torture, after all the shit she did to that rod up that cunt's ass, after all the shit she did to you, are you fucking kidding me? This bitch goes fucking ham. And she likes it. Bam, bitch. And she likes it. Bam, bitch. And And she likes it. Bam, bitch. And she likes it. Bam, bitch. Guess what? Shit's about to get real. And yeah, get your panties in a fucking twist about this. Women are fucking evil. Men are evil too, but there are some fucking things that women will do and go the extra mile for that come. She's got her boot, she smashes his face into the ground. Yes, sexy time is the best way to do it. Like, bitch, come on. Like, bitch, come on. Princess Fuckface, is a fucking cunt. Like, bitch, and she likes it. Bam, bitch. 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 Guess what? Shit's about to get real. This is the way that you beg me to fuck you. Beg me to fuck you. Guess sexy time is the best way to do it. Like, bitch, come on. Like, bitch, come on. Princess Fuckface, is a fucking cunt. Like, bitch, and she likes it. Bam, bitch. 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 Guess what? I'm the motherfucking shit. Come. Because they want his bodily fluids. That's I guess sexy time is the best way to do it. Come. Special hero juices. TSWGGG.
I can't sleep, 'cause it's burning deep inside. Like gasoline on fire, running wild. No more fear, 'cause I'm getting closer now. So hungry, but I like it anyhow. I go faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, and I can't live in a fairy tale race, and I can't hide.
Testing 1, 2. God, I'm getting good at this. I want the other. Testing. There we go. Okay. You can't tell me I'm muted because I see the counter on the OBS. I'm seeing it. It's green every time I speak. That means I can be heard and I'm being recorded. So I see it. Oh, Philippine, damn it, you people. You know, you guys are lucky I can't highlight chats because if I did, it wouldn't end well for any of y'all. Not for any of y'all. I see what you was writing in the chat. Before I say anything else about that, though, I saw a super chat from Oz Great Sage. Oz Great Sage with a super chat. Unfortunately, I can't highlight that super chat, but still, I will read it aloud with pride. Oz Great Sage. Thank you so much for the uh, Australian $5. That will be like what, a dollar and change. Still, I'll take it either way. That's good enough for a cup of coffee. He says from Oz Great Sage. He says Gamera DLC pack releases today for the game Gigabash. I finally have Godzilla fight Gamera. Gamera number 1. Woo! Well, you get banned for that. You get banned for that. Gamera number no. We're Godzilla here. Well, Gamera's cool. I kind of like Gamera. Actually, did I show you my Gamera figure? Actually, my Gamera figure is over on that side, so I'll have to pull it out one day. I can't just get up and just get it because it's not doesn't make for good stream. Because unfortunately, my co-host Mood of Hell is not feeling good today, so he's not going to be on stream. He's gonna be hanging out in the chat whenever he can, but such is the case. So you'll have to deal with me for the next hour and a half or so forth, however long we stream. Won't be a long stream as always. I keep it under 2 hours. Or at least I try to. And since Moon of Hell's not here, he won't be reviewing issue 3 of Emerald Man, and I still have yet to read the second half of issue 5 of Omega Girl. So it's been I've had the last couple of busy weeks. Been trying to catch up on work, catching up on stuff, dealing with a lot of shit in my private life. So I mean, just dealing with that, doing adult stuff. So go live, and I'm just releasing, chilling, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to name it, anything you want to say. See, I keep getting a phone call, a private number, and I'm like, if you want me to pick up the phone, don't call with a private number. Like, if you don't block your number, I ain't picking your shit up. Say who you are on the voicemail, or unblock your number. I ain't picking up. Like, they're probably Nigerian scammers. Who knows? Shout out to Nigeria, by the way. But yes, let me just say hi to the chat. I read the super chats. So we got Massive Panda, who's under a different name, but I recognize him. He says, "What's going on, Laz, Matt? YouTube is displaying my name incorrectly again. Not sure why it keeps doing this. Well, YouTube has gone on something lately. James Hurley, how you doing, James Hurley? Says D word boy. I didn't mean that. JAV Styler says hi. How you doing, JAV Styler? We got the Shadow Ninja in the house. Shadow Ninja, what's going on, my guy? Shadow Ninja and I go way back a little bit. He's a friend of mine. Give him a shout out. He's we're gonna try to keep him here for a little while. Shadow Ninja. So Shadow Ninja, hang out, type in the chat, engage, and have fun here. We got Colors being violent in the chat. I'm so glad I can't highlight chats. Billy Powermax is in the chat. I see Billy Powermax there. He says, Carol, Elasma is a real human being, a person. Just because his head is shaped strange, it's not. Doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to be treated like I'm a person. I'm a real person, okay? I am. I have relevance. I'm an influencer. My opinions matter. They affect culture. I move people. I'm a culture warrior. Haven't heard that already? You should have known that by now, Billy Powermax. And the rest of y'all in the chat. You weren't so busy chucking your spears at me, you would hear what I'm saying and know that I want to use, and I'm a great influence that you realize I am. One day, Mount Rushmore is going to have Frank Miller, Tom McFarlane, and Elasma. The three of us, we're going to rule the sphere, and that's it, sphere. The sphere and the legacy of indie comics. People are nice to me. I would have taken you with me, but no, you want to throw your spears at me, so guess what? I'm riding the ship solo. Anyway, Crashes Kirk in the chat. He's there. I see, who else is in the chat? We got 15 live viewers, 15 viewers, 15 people watching me. Holy crap. Desert Nomad, how you doing, Desert Nomad? He says, hail the chat. My girlfriend, KSS, he says, happy birthday, America, sweetheart. Oh, no, you don't wish Carol Colors happy birthday. She's banned. KSS, you know this. She's in the ban zone. Don't say hi to her. The term of service violation. Don't do that. You know better than that. You really do. But you are sharing the link to Pumpkin Warpatch. Let me quickly show that. Let me go ahead and open up the page here. Let's see. Let me pull this over here. Oh, wait. Nope. There we go. There's the page. The link. Oh, you know what? You know what I didn't do, right? I didn't pin the link in the chat. I gotta do that. Let me go to the studio. I'm going to type in the chat. Let's see. Pumpkin Warpatch. I don't spell it right. Here we go. Pumpkin Warpatch. Issues 1 to 2 of 12 issue miniseries. There we go. I don't have misspelled miniseries. On Kickstarter. Yes, Kickstarter. There we go. There's a link. And let me go ahead and pin it. Pin message. There. Message has been pinned. So the link is now in the pinned message. Let's see. Who have I missed anybody? I said Cass says his name already. Who is judging me because I have a blue shirt. Listen, blue's a color for men. Blue is a color for men. Alright? It's the color for men. Anyway, here's the link. The page to the Pumpkin Warpatch Kickstarter. I'm gonna retool the video promo a bit. Emphasize more of the comedy in the story. Keep some of the sexier stuff there, but not make it too much about it, because I don't want people to think they're back in a smut book. It's not a smut book, but yeah, there's gonna be some mature stuff in there, some sexy stuff in there. So, because why not? Um, but and it's gonna be relevant for today's indie comic outlier as we get into that, and why indie comics is a great arena for experimentation, art, and writing. But yeah, this is the first 2 issues of Pumpkin Warpatch. I just drew another page today. I'm liking how it looks. This is the cover for issue number 2. As she encounters the Church of the Cow. It's a 12-issue story about her journey to find her love, Darius, who himself is going through his own little journey of self-discovery, and it leads to an explosive finale. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of comedy, action, and a lot of mature, sexy scenarios that our heroine, Pumpkin Warpatch, will be facing. So this campaign is for issues 1 and 2. Issue 1 was an ash can for Beast Citizen Road Warrior Drake, but I am retooling it as issue 1 with a new cover. That's the cover for the retooled issue 1. And I'm also going to be redrawing a couple panels in issue 1. So there's going to be some new art in issue 1. And I'm not sure if I'll have the dust filter that I had on it with the ash can. I may remove the dust filter and just keep it as clean as the second issue is, to keep it some kind of like a consistent visual aesthetics. So yeah, so there we go. That's the Pumpkin Warpatch Kickstarter. If you want to back it, the link is in the pinned chat. If you can't back it for a reason, but you want to throw in $1 or $2, Kickstarter allows for you to throw any kind of pledge, $1, $2, whatever. Any dollar matters. Any dollar helps. The goal is 17 backers or $500. If I meet either of those 2 goals, then I fund it, and then I have a successful campaign. It's successful when it's funded. Okay, it may not make 10 grand, it may not make 20 grand. You know what? I'm at a point right now where I'm developing my own organic audience. So I'm done with like networks and just like borrowing people's audiences just for them to turn on you because you don't share a popular opinion. I'm developing my own community of people that like what I do. They like my writing, they like my art. They're entertained by me. If they're entertained by me, that's what I want. I just need that audience. So if I have 17 strong people that are entertained by me, that's good. I'm good with that. And I just build that foundation. KS says, what did the last man say? You heard what I said. Oh, wait, Color says, highlight. I ain't highlighting no colors. I ain't highlighting nothing with your violence. With your absolute violence. Mood of Hell's in the chat. I see him there. Lady Shadowban is still sleeping. She should be getting up in a bit, I guess. She said she was getting up in 20 minutes, so she said she'll wake up on my loud voice because she understands the assignment. Helmet says he's under Outlaw DX. He says, I'm here to promote Eggplant Conflict Patch. Go back it on Kickstarter or the Peanut Head will quit. I'm not crying. I'm a man. Alright? I'm not crying, Mood of Hell. I'm a man. You may be sick, but doesn't mean I'm gonna keep you from consequences and accountability. We're adults here. God's great says I'm not an organic, I'm a bot. Well, you're an organic bot. You're an Autobot. You're an Autobot. Wait. Gee says, cry. I'm not crying, Gee. I'm not crying. Look, maybe in the band zone, it looks like I'm crying, but I'm not crying. Oh, no, I'm happy. I'm very happy. Look. See? I'm very happy. And you can't run my happiness. You will not put a dark cloud. You will not put an African American cloud over me. I'm happy. I'm very happy. I have joy. I am this generation's Maya Angelou. I'm very inspirational. I wish you people would know that. I wish people understood that. But for some odd reason, it's not coming through to you. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you people. But thankfully, my calls are at a minimum. So, by the way, so I did say thank you to Oz Great Sage for that super chat. But these days, super chats are deadly now because I don't know if you heard what happened with Camelot, but he's been charged back $10,000 to $20,000. Like, holy crap! How does a guy get charged back 10 to 20,000? But you learn a lot from the comment section of the people when they tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. If you're gonna be making that kind of money, open up an LLC so that you don't get penalized as a human being. The company may get penalized, but you don't. But I guess I'm learning a lot of YouTubers are not business savvy. Better for me because I learned from their mistakes. But these days, super chats are deadly now. So, it's just what it is. KSS says, wait, will last night show wakes Lady Shadowban? That's the opposite effect it has on everyone. KSS, you can go now. You can go. Go, goodbye. Goodbye, go, leave. Go. Go to Dario's chat. Go. Bye. Bye. Wait, KSS, Eliza, fix our names, fix them. I have no power of fixing anybody's. I don't know why YouTube does a thing. I don't know why. It just does it. It's out of my hands. I just hit the go live button and I go and I speak. That's what I do. That's all I do. So why are you yelling at me? I don't know. Osprey says that I struck your. Oh really? Oh okay. Guess what? I'm gonna get a lawyer and I'm gonna sue you. And guess what? I'm gonna win. You know why I'm gonna win? I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna win. I'm an influencer. Okay. I have influence. I matter. My opinion matters. People tune in to hear what I got to see on things because I'm a culture warrior. You should know this by now, Osgrade Sage. Me and my lawyer against you. And the culture's gonna win. We're gonna be right in the culture of the champion horse. You should have already known that by now. By the way, next week is Thanksgiving, so I probably won't stream next. I haven't decided yet. Most likely not. I do want to spend time with the family. I want to spend time with Lady Shadowban. So, I'll probably take a break. I'll probably stream maybe Wednesday because I don't know if I'm picking up my son Wednesday because I'm bringing my son from New York most likely to spend time with me for Thanksgiving. So I don't know if I'm going to be driving to New York on Wednesday evening or Thursday morning. So I'm gonna look into it. I don't really want to stay away from the streaming, but I also want to spend time with family, so we'll see. Outlaw DX, aka Mood of Hell, says sexy stuff in eggplant conflict patch, guys. You're behind, Mood of Hell. You're behind. I already said that. Okay, it says next week is Thanksgiving, and we can be thankful that at last it won't be. You know what? Not for that, I am streaming. Just for that, now I am streaming. But guess what? Wait, Oscar says this. You doxed me. I didn't give permission to dox me. I didn't give you permission to dox me. No, you gotta put it in writing before I let you dox me. You can't just do it. You gotta ask for permission. You gotta say, hey, Lazman, can I dox you? And then I let you know if I can give it to you or not. You can't just be doxing my name out there. Even though I'm already out. But it doesn't matter. It's principle. It's what the principle. We have a Kuma in the chat. He says he should stop streaming forever, and he's copying colors. So Kuma's been groomed by Carol Colors. This is awful. This is terrible for the community. We're losing our men little by little. Anyway, Monomachus is in the chat. How much does he have to pay you to? Oh, how much does he pay you? Well, apparently, from what I understand, Camelot's paying like a couple $100 a day, but he owes about 20,000. And my understanding is it's coming out of his revenue. So it ain't coming out of his bank accounts or anything. It's coming out of his YouTube revenue. So whatever he's making in revenue, it's going back to paying YouTube. So basically, he's going to be streaming for free for a little while. So, whap whap. YouTube is charging string rent, says Monomachus. It seems like it. It absolutely seems like it. But shout out to the chat. Let me open up my folder here. Where is it? Here we go. So I was on my my Facebook. And yeah, Facebook is an uncharted territory for a lot of us in terms of customers and what have you. And let me pull up the let me see here. Hold on. Let me go ahead and do it before I open up that page. Let me remind you, if you haven't already, so I can keep the engagement going. Hit that like and subscribe button. Actually, I don't care if you subscribe, but hit the like button. Hit the like button because it's good for my engagement. It's good to get the engagement going, and the stream gets, well, my channel will get more notice. So I am going to be starting working on my next documentary. I'm doing. I'm thinking about doing the one I talked about a couple weeks back about these two people from X who try to shit on my book and try to offer quote unquote criticism. And I'm like, you know what? I think it's about time to push back on people that use criticism as a weapon. So I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna do that video, and then I'm gonna go work on the Unity video. If you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think it's time to start that video. I have a lot that I want to share on that one. So it's gonna be a nice blend of comic history and the current events of the Unity Squad. You know what I'm talking about. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll also be working on the Dungeoneers documentary. That one's gonna be a chore because I have a lot of streams I gotta look for, and some of them may not be available to get. So, well, I'm gonna find it, or I'll try to. But I know there's someone out there that has some of those streams, so I'll be doing my homework there. So yeah. Anyway, excuse me. Here we go. Okay, cool. I'm figuring this out. Let me go ahead and bring this window up. So I got open the first image here. Actually, I can shrink this, right? Yeah, I'm gonna shrink this. There we go. Oh wait, did I not shrink it? No. That's the there we go. There we go. All right, is this it? Yeah, this should be it. I'm just trying to shrink the window here. I'm guessing it's not letting me. Is it really doing that? Is it really doing the thing? Okay, I'm just yeah. That's gonna be the first image we talk about. It's need for actually. I'm gonna release some things first. Okay. I guess not. I guess not gonna let me do it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It is totally not letting me. I guess because I have a lot of stuff open, so that does lend to it too. So okay, what I'll do is I'll probably put my camera in the front, right there, shrink it down, and there we go. Okay, and then the chat. Let's get the chat involved, because if I don't, then you guys are gonna just be a bunch of riggers. The bar Lord Raptor Jesus is um perm. There we go. Okay, so up there is the cover for F My Son. We'll call it that. F My Son. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and let me take this down. I don't need that. Okay. Okay, let's see. Window capture. Actually, if I hit the unlock button, does that work? Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Got it. All right. Perfect. Damn, I'm getting good with this OBS stuff. Okay. So let me go ahead and add the background again. Well, it won't because it's already. All right. Either way. Okay. So we got it. So there we go. There's the and let me just put Pumpkin Warpatch's logo on there. All right. Let's see. Can I do it? Yes. Well, if I do that, I should probably put it. You know, I'm gonna take it off for now, and then we'll get back to promoting that in a bit. But there's the cover for F My Son. I'm not comfortable saying the whole title uncensored, so I'm gonna say F My Son. Yeah, that's the actual title. It's a weird story. The artist and writer is Johnny Ryan. That's today's indie comic outlier, Johnny Ryan. And Johnny Ryan is a contemporary. He's active right now, and he's pretty much the successor, more or less, of the um, underground comics movement with a lot of the raw um, uh, sex. Well, for lack of a better term, that made the indie underground comics movement of the '60s what it was. He's from Massachusetts, from Boston, Massachusetts, and that's it. Underground comics. He's more the no. He's the alternative comics. That's the '80s movement. So we have the '60s movement, which is the underground comics movement. The '80s was the alternative comics movement. Either way, he's he exemplifies traits of both movements. And when you see his artwork, you're gonna see just how rugged his shit is. But the guy is pretty well known. He's pretty successful. Very quickly, some of his writing credits include he did stuff for Mad. He did a J.J. Villard's Fairy Tales, which was a cartoon for Adult Swim. He was a writer for that. He did some Looney Tunes stuff, including The Day the Earth Blew Up from like last year. He was a writer for that. And his stuff has been published by Fantagraphics, collected in some art, some not, admittedly some very good-looking graphic novels in terms of the packaging and how it's presented. Like I might get some of those. I don't know. I was looking through it. I'm like, yeah, it looks pretty interesting, you know. And he's gotten a lot of accolades as a writer, and his stories are you know they're very they're raw, but and as we'll get to some of it, they're pretty they hit deep. So um, but yeah, his thing is he tries to be shocking, politically incorrect. I know some people have told me they listen to his stuff, so let's see. Let me go up to the chat for a second. You can't show the word F. No, that was me. I was trying to figure out how to bring the window down. 'Cause I'm on OBS. So with OBS, you got you're in charge of every single layer and how you position it. So I don't have the ability. I don't have like the preset layers. I'm doing all the layering, so it's all um custom by me. So I was trying to figure it out. So now I brought it down. So there we go. Kuma says, "Why do we have to see your face? Damn it! My face is beautiful, Kuma. It's a work of art. People like it. It brings the views. Sorry if you don't like it, but it brings the views." KSS asks, "Why can't you stream with a paper bag on your head?" I don't want to. How about that? I don't want to. KSS, F my son, the Christian. Yeah, it really is the Christian story. Correct. Yeah, we were having a conversation yesterday about Christian. So yeah, that was that. Yeah. Okay. I think he might also be a comedian, if not a comedic writer, says Guy. Yeah, Guy was telling me that he has his own, well, not his own podcast, but there's a comedian podcast that he appears in. He says it's his best work. Felsbug's art. That's what KSS. KSS said that's Felsbug's art. I mean, Felsbug is yeah, he's pretty. That's why he's I like Felsbug. So there you go. Monomika says Malin's mother. Oh no! Oh no! Oh God! Oh no! You're probably right though. But no! Oh God! Oh, I can't get that image in my head now. Oh man! I didn't say it. I'm just reading the chat. So, um. Okay. Crash is correct. I am thinking that this is Larry Higgins in a wig, like American Psycho, but I remember Canucks don't have bang bangs. He says I know him from the World Record podcast. He's just as funny on it. I only learned he did comics after listening. Yeah, and he not just did comics. Wrote for a lot of animated programs, and we're gonna get into something else that he did too. That we're gonna get into later on. That's how I found out about him, and that's why I was like, you know what? He's a perfect guy for tonight's stream. So some of yeah, his are some of the best episodes, says Guy of the podcast. Yeah, okay. Um, Kaz says, I like this art. Looks like a funny book. Oh, well, yeah, his books are hilarious. Well, not hilarious. I haven't read it, but they're raunchy, but they are funny, but they are very they're well written. He's got accolades for that. But yeah, that's the cover for F My Son, which is part of the what is it? It's part of a series, the Tale of Terror issue 1. Yeah, it's part of the Tale of Terror comics. So Fuck My Son is the first one. Here's another cover for it. So what's the story about? So it's about an elderly lady who tries to find a woman so that, as the title suggests, to fuck her son, who is a blobbish looking character. He's a very disgusting, hideous looking character. So she's trying to find a girl to, fuck him. So it sounds uncomfortable, but you know, it's very what it is, So here's a panel from there where lady's like, okay, I love your son. Oh, I love your son. Um, and here's some panels from the interior from the book. Um, I'm trying to find the ones that I could show on YouTube because it does get graphic. Yeah, this is her. This is the elderly lady trying to snatch the girl, and that's how she does it. Sneaky little thing, isn't she? Very sneaky. Here's a sketch that was done by Ryan, Johnny Ryan, for the book. Yeah, here's so I had to block out a certain body part in this page to show it, but this is the girl being coerced to having to do the deed with the blobbish son. Yeah, that's the son right there. The one that looks like Pizza the Hut from Spaceballs. You guys remember Spaceballs? That's Pizza the Hut right there. So yeah, that's him. Um, poor girl. She has to be forced to do the awful thing. So not cool. You can see how simplistic and rugged the style is, and yet this guy was able to form a following with this style. So let's see, checking out the chat. His Instagram has a lot of his art also. A lot of yeah. Actually, I pulled some of this from his Instagram. So and there's a video that I'm going to show you from his Instagram with the sound off because it's got me copyrighted music. I don't want to get struck, but I'm going to show that. Let's see. Okay, Ashes Kirk is oh shit. Season 2 episodes 3 of oh wait I don't of Becker is I don't know. He says wow it is Malin. Oh shit. Damn. Okay. Son needs to start lifting, bro. He does. Lift. Got to get uh, the muscle mass, the tone, because being a blob is not good. It's not it. But anyway, um, yeah, I've seen some of the more detailed stuff he's done too. I'm reading the chat. Here's Helmet. Helmet says, "Is that comic book Hut and his mom before she died?" And oh damn, oh damn. And Douglas Earth had to pay for everything. Oh shit. Well, there's a lesson to be learned there. Don't put your personal stuff out there because people will talk about it. So anyway, that's why Mood of Hell should be on the stream. This right here, okay. So this right here. This is a cover for the hardcover of Fat Cop. This is released by Fantagraphics, who has released a lot of his stuff. So, Fat Cop is a story about, as the title suggests, a fat cop. He's pretty reprehensible, and he's not like a good guy or anything like that. But he comes across a child trafficking ring being run out of a local Trader Joe's. So he ends up having to deal with that. So yeah, very very interesting topic for a graphic novel. But that's what Johnny Ryan does. He tackles all these weird, interesting stories, these ideas that wouldn't be comfortable for a lot of people, and he tackles them on his stuff. And he does it with insane looking art. But that's been his. He's been able to form a following in terms of his storytelling, how he handles the subject matter. And again, it goes back to good writing. The writing is what defines the art. If you took some no brow writer, some no frills writer who couldn't write it out of a paper bag, couldn't do something as simple as doing a first, middle, and third act of a story, and you gave him this art, the book would be forgotten. But because Ryan somehow manages to make the material work, the art becomes a part of that story, and it just becomes something very well known, very very unique, very much in demand. The market has spoken. The market has says this guy's pretty good. I'm gonna buy his shit. And we're gonna get into more of where he ended up where he ended up going with this stuff because and this is how I learned about him today. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do him for tonight's stream because he's a perfect candidate for tonight's stream. Master Panda says, did Fantagraphics do a recent re-release of Fat Cop? I swear I've seen this image before. Yeah, that I mean, you sure can get it. You absolutely can get it. So yeah, that's the cover for the hardcover for Fat Cop. And Fantagraphics has put out a lot of Ryan's stuff. So, and I'm looking. I may get it. I mean, I don't know. I'm looking into it because some of it seems very interesting. This is a campground slut. Yeah, and I'm probably playing with fire showing this image, but this is the cover for Campground Slut. This is another one of his books. He called it a quote unquote 3x book. Trying to skirt the YouTube algorithm, but um yeah, I read the synopsis, but what's interesting about the story is he on his Instagram called it a triple X book. But when you read the synopsis everywhere else, you talk about how it's a story with heart. It's about romance and all that stuff, and learning, relationships, and they gave us some good reviews. The story has some very good reviews, and you can see how his art style lends to that. It lends to the innocence yet mature oriented tone of the story. Mature oriented tone. That's the way of putting it. This here is the interior of Campground Slut. Again, very simplistic art, very cartoonish, childish looking art, but yet, yeah, there's one kind I can't show, but it works with the story, and people get drawn to it. Pot awful, okay, pot awful. Excuse me, I should do that. Pot awful really took the blinders off me and a lot of people. The more so people than me, because I kind of knew this, but he articulated it in a way that was like, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going for. Where he says that the more realistic a comic book looks, the more shittier it is. And he's right. It goes and you go back to Scott McCloud. Well, Scott McCloud talked about the. Let me look it up. Scott McCloud talked about the universal appeal of the visual. Let's see, Scott McCloud, universal. Let's see. Okay, universal masking. I think that's the terminology for it. Um, yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna read this. This is from it's from the Wikipedia, but it is quoting McCloud. So and it's got the footnote. Um, so what is masking? So masking, according to McCloud, is characters with simple but recognizable designs, which he terms iconic characters, which allows readers to project themselves into the story by using the characters as a mask. So his point is that the more simpler a character looks, the more easier it is for the reader to be able to use that design as a mask because it doesn't look as specific as if it was real life. So you're able to integrate yourself mentally into that particular character because of how simplistic the character looks. That's the idea of masking, and I think that's why it's people tend to be more. They tend to gravitate more to the stories by people like Johnny Ryan or Tomohiro, aka One, because of the masking. Um, the chat has died on me, but we got 18 people watching, so shout out to the lurkers. If you're lurking, shout out to you guys lurking in the chat. Appreciate you there. Um, so I think that's the key to Ryan's success is that he embodies or he employs the masking technique, and therefore it's easier for people to kind of relate. Here's another panel from the Campground Slut. Again, I'm trying to show the panels that ain't gonna get me struck. So, um, but even in simplicity, you could see some distinction. And for example, her facial features very distinct. Actually, the slanting of her eyes kind of reminds me of what I'm doing with Pumpkin Warpatch. Pumpkin Warpatch to me has, not to me, I kind of draw with the little slanty eyes. She's not Asian, but I am doing the slinky thing with her to give her like a more exotic look. Here's more images from Campground Slut. It has that Diary of a Wimpy Kid aesthetic. I don't know about you guys, but to me, it reminds me of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Guy says, I also think this style is more appealing to me now because realistic is overdone. We have CGI, AI now. All that is realistic. It's boring. Ooh, that's interesting. All that is boring now. So interesting. So I wish I could highlight that comment. Let me read the comment one more time. This is from, I'm going to call him by his government name, the guy in his room. He says, I also think this style is more appealing to me now because realistic is overdone. We have CGI, AI now. All of that is realistic. It's boring now. That's the key. That's the thing. AI, it's getting overdone, so it makes the visual aesthetics boring. The brain registers something about it that's flat. And yeah, because we're surrounded by realism. Like you go out to your apartment and there's realism everywhere. Like you get cop cars, you get these thugs with their guns, you get the baby mamas, you get all. Anyway, you get all that out there. It's all realistic. It's all real. It's like it's out there, right? So, so when you open a comic book, you don't want to revisit that stuff visually. You kind of want to escape from reality. One of the best ways to escape is to delve into something visually disconnected from the real world. And it goes back to Pot Awful's point about the more realistic a comic looks, the more shitty it is because the real world is shitty. Real life is shitty. I mean, on X on the timeline, it's all shitty. So why would you want to replicate the shittiness in a comic book when you should be opening up a comic book and having fun? Shadow Ninja says, I like anime art. Oh, yeah, anime art's appealing for that same reason. Anime art has, in a way, not in a way, it disconnects from reality. I saw Demon Slayer with my son a month ago, and I was blown away by the animation. There, it's just so well done, but the visual aesthetics is garish enough to help you escape from reality. Anime's figured that out. Manga's figured that out. The West, however, was still behind on that, and you got retards in CG and even outside of CG who are like, if it doesn't look realistic, then they consider your art shit. And I'm like, that's why I kind of am leaning close. And I'm almost going to do it. Doing that video where I told you guys about these two people that were trying to shit on my Pumpkin Warpatch book. I'm going to do that video specifically because this idea that it's got to look a certain way, otherwise the art is shit, is stupid. It's absolutely dumb. And I think it's time for people like me to call that out because criticism has been weaponized in this community. It's been weaponized. It's done only to bring you down. See, there's criticism that uplifts you or helps you to get better. And I've received my share of that. I've received my share of people telling me what to do to make things better. And, I have to listen because I need to grow. So and you can see what I do now versus what I did back in 2018. There's a world's difference in my art style and how much it's come along. So, no one can tell me I don't listen to criticism. But there is a thing such as weaponized criticism, and I think it's time to call that shit out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that video, and I got plenty of receipts for that. It's gonna be a fun video. I'm looking forward to it. Osgrade Sage says One Punch Man season 3 is getting trashed for cheap and lazy animation, which is funny thinking how one first drew One Punch Man webcomic. Well, so with anime, here's the thing with anime. We come from the 80s and the early 90s where the animation was superb. I think the expectations between anime and manga are different. So when you watch an anime, you want to watch an anime. You want to see the dynamic visual, the spectacular angles, the animation's got to be on point. But if it's cheap and lazy, it's boring. So what works on a manga may not work on a cartoon. You know, it depends on the cartoon. So, um, and I've seen episode 1 of One Punch Man, and the animation was superb on that show. So I can only imagine what people are saying. Osgrade says just Demon Slayer rules. I like Demon Slayer. I didn't follow the show, but I was able to watch the movie and not get lost. Actually, I was glued to the movie. I thought it was very visually well done. It was really well done. A Demon Slayer. There's a reason why Demon Slayer is making more money than any American movie this year. There's a reason for that. Master Panda says, "Man, I could go off on the whole, but Marilla's sentiment, but I've spammed your chat with it so many times. But yeah, I'm definitely in favor of embracing more outsider stuff. Hey, Master Panda, please spam the chat with it. Don't worry, spam the chat with it. I'm okay with that. So you go ahead and do that." Guy in the room says, also, to be fair, for a comedic comic, I actually expect a cartoony look. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't do a serious superhero comic in this style. Obviously not. You got to make it, you got to go back to like the days of Jack Kirby and George Perez and um, uh, John Buscemi. My mind is messing with me. John Romita, yeah, who's one of my favorite Spider-Man artists. But yeah, I mean, depending, I mean, you got to go with the tone of the book. If the book has comedy, then you have the room to be more cartoonish with your style. But if you're doing something serious, well, no, hold on a second. Let me take it back. There is a way to make simplistic artwork in a serious book, but it takes a good writer to do that. Like, there's got to be you got to have that skill as a writer to pull that off. Um, let's see. Child Ninja says the 60s and 70s anime were cool too. Yeah, they paved the way. They're fun to look at. I admit that. Hannah says this, I maintain that the art style should complement the tone of the story. It doesn't matter if it's realistic, cartoony, or stylistic. As long as it's not jarring to the tone, it's all good. Yeah, exactly. Art's got to match the story totally. Like for example, Charles Schwartz's art, the artist for Peanuts, his style wouldn't work on Spawn. Conversely, Tom McFarlane's style wouldn't work on Peanuts. So the art's got to be consistent with the tone of the story. Shadow Ninja says, "Love what you're doing with your stuff." Thank you, Shadow Ninja. Yes, the comic stuff is going pretty good. I need 12 more backers. 12 more backers for my Kickstarter. Um, so Shadow Ninja, if you want to share my link on the Facebook, if you can help me with that, just post the Kickstarter and share that. And I say to everybody else, like, share the link to my Kickstarter, promote it out there. I just need 12 more backers, and then I fund it. So, uh, the title of this one makes you want to all by yourself, says Geese. So he's got a link to the Instagram to what's this one? Oh, okay. Let's see. Can I click it? Let me see. This one is called Witch Retarded. Okay. Um, Probably shouldn't show it on YouTube because other other agencies are watching right now, so I shouldn't do that. But I'd like to see a Garfield strip illustrated by Roulette. Says official channel verified. Official channel verified. Who's that? Official channel verified. I don't know. Like I can only see that's the name that comes up, so I don't know who that is. Helmet says under Outlaw DX, the 90s had very experimental style cartoons and comics like Rocko's Modern Life, Invader Zim, and the whole Kablam show on Nickelodeon. Ken says, and yes, you can have a cartoony style with a serious or horror story, but it's incredibly difficult, and not everyone can pull it off. That's why it depends on the writer. Well, certain writers can pull it off, but not anybody who calls himself a writer can pull it off. So in that case, you got to go with a bit more realistic style in the terms of art. Uh, okay, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha ha. Otherwise known as Student of God. He says, so 12-book series? How long? On the story self-contained. He's talking about Pumpkin Warpatch. So yeah, the stories are self-contained. Each issue is self-contained, but it's kind of like with the Fist of the North Star, where like Kenshiro is on a journey to find Yulia. Pumpkin Warpatch. Actually, I'm talking about Pumpkin Warpatch. I gotta put the her where is it? Her logo up. Where the heck is the logo? I can't be talking about Pumpkin Warpatch. Here we go. There we go. Okay. And it covers my face, so you guys will be happy about that. So yeah, Pumpkin Warpatch is a 12-issue story. Each issue has its own self-contained story, but it's the journey of her finding her love, Darius. Kind of similar to how Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star was trying to find Yulia. And each issue he goes through these adventures, which reaches to that climax in the 12th and final issue. Um, so yeah, so you get an issue, you read it, and it'll have a self-contained story. So you'll have enough to be satisfied with it, but there's gonna be enough information to segue into the next issue. So yeah, so there's that. And I am gonna be this will be text heavy in terms of when you read it, you're gonna be able to read it and just absorb it. So it's not gonna be like 2 or 3 pages of just images and you skim through it in seconds. No, there's gonna be some reading and some punchlines. I am working overtime on the dialogue. I want the dialogue to be hilarious in these books, especially with the Church of the Cow. When you go into the Church of the Cow, holy crap! Like I was writing some of the dialogue for the Church of the Cow guys, and it's like this is weird. I'm like, I love it though. Like I love it. It works for it works so well, with the whole Church of the Cow stuff. So um, and and I don't want to spoil it, but it's just bizarre, and I love it. I love it because why not? Bizarre is good. I like bizarre. So you got the campaign for issues 1 and 2, each with its own self-contained story, and you know you want it. You know you want it. Let's see. Okay, make my promos small on screen. So let's see. Let me go and do that. Can I do that now? Let's see. Yeah, we go. Okay. Okay, so let's put it. I'm gonna put it there for now. I'll put it right here. There we go. Okay, in the middle. We'll put it in the middle, so that way I can point to it right there. The Pumpkin War Patch on Kickstarter, and I love OBS because I can just play around with the size of the overlays and so forth. So I mean, KSS says, I don't really know that I would consider anime manga cartoony. Though there are different styles, it's kind of its own thing in my mind. Oh, yeah. I said that earlier. Anime is like its own thing. And for those of us that grew up on the anime in the 80s and 90s, like, it's like, um, you would kind of expect it to be so. It's got to be, the anime just got to be on point. The art style can be various, but there's still like a certain look it has to maintain for it to be fun. Because the anime goes by its own rules. And I think it's fair to say that. I think it's fair to say that it goes by its own rules. Therefore, you know, I don't think the rules of simplicity would apply. It can, depending on the anime, but it's very far and few. I think we have excuse me, an expectation of it. So, there's that. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna go and download this video. This is a video from his Instagram, from Johnny Ryan's Instagram. But I'd rather just show the video on its own separate browser. Let's see. And then I'm gonna make sure to mute the audio because it's got music on it, and I ain't trying to get struck on YouTube-ish. So, okay. Dizun, downloaded Dizun. That's in done. Let me go and open it here. Okay, there we go. Caught it just in time. Okay, so let me go ahead and show. This is a video of the campground slot. This is him opening the interior of the book, so you can see further. So so there you go. It's a thick book, and that's a paperback version of it. And yep, it probably displays adults only. It goes by fast, so probably won't have to worry about like any risque images. But yeah, there it is right there. It uses the 12 okay, the 12 grid model, 12 panel model. Yeah, so each page is 12 panels. So there's familiarity with each page. Right? Excuse me. I'm so glad this thing goes by fast, so that way you don't have to worry about getting struck. So I mean, actually, I think we're kind of already past that point. So we passed that point. So there we go. Okay, so yeah, that's the interior of Campground Slut. KSS is posting the link. Pumpkin Warpatch. We have a $5 super chat from Michael Diache. Thank you for $5, Michael. Michael, I wish I could highlight the super chat. I wish I could, but I can't. So let's see. He says here, let's get some money flowing to Alice Man. You're sending money to the wrong. I'm You know what? I guarantee you, Michael Diachi, you wouldn't be insulting Todd McFarlane or Frank Miller or whatever his name is. You wouldn't be insulting them. But because it's me and because I offend the Aryans, we have to chuck the spears at me. But actually, you know what's a good thing though? I just saw Jabba in the chat. He says, "I'm going to another stream." Thank you, Jabba. Go to the stream and go to bed. Go to bed, Jabba. Go to bed. Like, why does Jabba come here and throw these little comments at me and then part? Just go to bed. We don't want your kind here, Jabba. Your kind is not welcome here. Go to bed. I thought I was talking to adults here. I thought I was talking to adults, like grown men. I thought I was talking to grown men. I thought. I don't know. Kansas says, I saw Furry Cooter. You wouldn't be lying. You did see Furry Cooter. Massive Panda says, yes, I wouldn't mind having a collection of Johnny Ryan's work. I like the simplicity. It almost reminds me of Jim Ruggs' work a little bit. Yes, Jim Ruggs, formerly of cartoonist Cave Abe. Rest in peace, Ed Piscor. Anyway, and it says, a lot of showed us Fuzz Moo, Michael Diatz. Okay, Diatz. So I've been saying it wrong. Michael Diatz. Diatz. There, I said it right. If a $5 super chat, I should get it right. So there you go. Even though he called me Alice Man, it's not cool. And I'm gonna heart that comment because it's a super chat. So there you go. You got a heart for me, Michael Diatz. You got a heart for me because you did the thing. So thank you for that. But I pray to Allah. Diatz. You don't issue me a chargeback, please. Don't send me super chats. Don't charge me back. Come on. It's just trying to get by. Like, why the fuck would you do that to me? It's so awful. Um, Elasmat says, Kansas, are you going to show us more Harry Moo? Oh, I'm not. Wait, Jabba says your hair is getting long. No, it's not. When do you see my hair long, Jabba? Why does Jabba, why do you say such dumb things? Why's my hair getting long? I shaved it 2 days ago. It's not long. What are you talking about? Where's it getting long? Why do you say things that don't back it up? Why do you do that? You see, I'm talking to the community, right? I'm talking to my beloved community. We're having art conversation, comments conversation, and you're gonna come here with body shaming, more body shaming. Stop body shaming, Jabba. You're so glad I can't highlight chats, but we got the chat box open. So your comment is immortalized for the world to see forever. Forever. Don't think I don't know what you're doing there. I know exactly what you're doing there, Jabbage. Here's another panel from Campground Sluts. Midgets. We've been invaded by midgets into space. If you know, you know. Anyway, here's another panel from Campground Sluts. There we go. Okay, now you guys can see it. And here's some random art by Johnny Ryan. This is from his Instagram. The caption reads, "Are you sure you want to read that book? I don't think the author was a very nice person." Interesting painting. Because isn't that what cancel culture is? You can't enjoy a movie or a book because someone said something they didn't like. Yeah, yeah. Guys, Daniel says it's so easy. It's so easy to trigger Alex, man. You know, you could try to insult me and get me upset, but it ain't gonna work, Gee. It ain't going to work. Nice try though, Gifford. Nice try. You serve your master well. I'm sure he's happy. KSS says the lollipop guilt is just a small problem. KSS, I'm not gonna allow any jokes towards midgets. Okay, we're not allowing that here. I'm gonna be the bigger man and not allow jokes there. Anyway, um, more artwork from Honey Ryan. This girl says, okay, this is from the campground slut. The girl says, "You're the fucking shittiest rapist in the whole world." Oof, that's when you can't rape right. That's how you know you should end yourself. Anyway, um, Alan Matt, Jabba, who's Alan Matt? Who's Alan Matt? You understand that the algorithm is going to penalize me, Jabba, when you misspell my name, right? Is that what you want? You want to penalize my channel? You want my channel to be dumped in the dumps? Pushing the back of the algorithm? Is that what you want, Jabbage? Is that what you want? I want to know. I want to know if that's what you want. So I can know where you stand. Shadow Ninja says, hello, King. Yes, we can see you, Shadow Ninja. If I miss your chat, don't worry, I can see you. So, Shadow Ninja. Hail Shadow Ninja. Glad that you can join us here. Glad is a last mark open for holy crap, I got it. You tried to end me there, Gee, in his room. You tried to end me, but it didn't work. I'm not ended. I'm not ended. I think that's the last of the artwork for Johnny Ryan's collection. Now, when I was on my Facebook, his stuff came on my timeline, and the reason, in particular, his stuff came on my timeline is because his book, "Fuck My Son," became a movie. Yes, it's a movie that just came out this year, and it's playing in one of my local theaters nearby. I'm going to find a trailer for it. Here it is. This came out last year. It came out last month, October 17th. So, let's see here. First, before I share this, let me read the comments. Just make sure that this is not. Oh wait, it's got the X. Oh, it's rated X. Actually, let me preview the trailer before I show it because if there's not anything on there that could get me struck, I'm not going to show it. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, I may have to mute this. Well, maybe not. I mean, it is a movie. Well, let me mute it first because I don't want to play the trailer without you guys seeing it. But let's see if I okay. So the movie so depraved it violates the boundaries of good taste. Let's see. Okay, so far, okay. It's a 1 minute and 50-second trailer. So I'm just watching this. So far it's not showing anything questionable. We'll leave it at that. Oh, they're comparing it to Pink Flamingos. Oh wow. You guys remember Pink Flamingos? Um, John Waters. I'm not a big John Waters fan, but he's got a following, so I think if it's in that vein, then you kind of know what we're looking at here. Let's see. I'm just looking at the trailer. So it's got the old lady. She seems to be interrogating this girl. Okay. Yeah, they're showing the more questionable stuff in very quick flashes, so you may not be. I mean, I guess we could show it. Shit, is that a man playing the old lady? Huh. Okay, let me see how much more is left. Okay, let's play it. Let's play it. We're gonna risk it. Okay, we're gonna risk it. We'll do it as commentary. So let me put my camera up here. Okay, that way I can EFAP it, and then we could say, "Oh, I was just doing a review." Fair use. So here we go, guys, in the chat. Here we go. Actually, I can't see. I wish I could see the chat window on here. Kind of sucks that I can't. I was able to have the chat window open, but anyway. All right, so let's play. Here we go. Motion picture rated X. So there's the girl that was captured by the old lady. There's the old lady. Now I looked at her and I was like, wait, is that a man playing the part of the old lady? Which is unheard of. Okay, so movies with the prey, it violates all boundaries of good taste. Oh, okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so basically, yeah, it's she wants the girl to make her son sexually functional. Let me just fast forward it. A story of sex and violence that goes way too far. Let me just skip a few of it. But the most abject exercise in poor taste, Pink Flamingos. There we go. There's the title. So now you see all the quick shots of the more questionable stuff in the movie. Yeah. So this was okay. So this was a graphic novel that became this movie. Yeah. See, I think this is a man. I haven't seen the official cast listing, but I think it's a man playing the older lady here, which makes sense. Wow. So this is so yeah. So okay. Let me get out of the screen here so that I don't get YouTubed. Okay. Let me go ahead and remove the window capture here. There we go. Now we're back to the thumbnail for the stream today. So let's see here. Let me go to the chat for a second. KSS says his name is not Alice Matt. It's you know what? Stop calling me Farface, KSS. Stop calling me that. You know why? I'm very important here. I'm very important here, and it may hurt you to know that I can just end you just like that. Jabba says Al Bundy, Matt, is getting triggered. I like Al Bundy. I like that show, Married Children. That's a good show. Married Children is an excellent, funny show. That's one of the only two sitcoms that still makes me laugh today. So, uh, okay. I read KSS's defamatory comment. Not reading anymore. Gee says last minute EBT turkey TV dinners. Grab them while you can, guys. Grab them while you can. KS says it plays in one of those theaters. What does that mean? What does one of those theaters mean? Well, the theater that it's playing in it's a regular theater. It's just a play on the 70s Spawn stuff. Jabba says Alibaba. I'm not Alibaba. Stop calling me that. I'm American, Jabbage. I'm American. Alibaba these nuts. How about that? KS says that's not. Wait, hold on. Wait. Did this stuff? KSS says that's not hair, Jabba. He snippled his head with a pen this afternoon. It's not a bad idea, actually. I should do that. If I get bold, I can just stop that. Yeah, actually, no, maybe I should think about that. Sure. KSS allows that. Carol wants you to show the audience your stick collection. I don't have a stick collection. What are you talking about? I don't do stick collections. Colors. That's nothing to point a stick at. KSS. Gavin says, I can't hear nothing. That's probably for the best. So, probably for the best. You should probably can't hear it. Because, you know, I think it was a good idea. You really didn't miss much. So you're good. Anyway, uh, Kaya says, I apologize for hurting your feelings. I meant nothing by it. You are my good friend, Farpit. Cancel off! Last grade says, deport you work boy. Good, deport me. I want to be not want to be deported. Get ICE over here and get me out of here. And I can be rid of your torment and your abuse. I thought I could give you guys something good, but apparently it's not acceptable. It's not wanted. It's not appreciated. So do it. Make a phone call. Do us all a favor. Oh, it's Timothy Olsen. Oh, Timothy's in the chat. Hello, Timothy, aka Tim Olsen. Baba. Baba. Oh, I bet, Timothy, when you wrote that, you felt like you accomplished something, right? You felt accomplished, right? You felt like you just moved the world to a direction that would put you in the history books, right? Right, Timothy? Baba. 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 I bet that made you so good, right? You feel so important now. You feel like a warrior. Told you, Timothy Olsen. Well, that's why you're in the band zone, and that's why you're Timothy. Let me see. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Seven Haas says, well, his girl cuck him on this stream this time. She's in bed sleeping, dreaming about me. She's in bed dreaming about me right now. She's got her druthers about me in my head, and she's like wanting me right now. But I have to be here to entertain you nerds because I thought you were appreciator of art and comics, but no, you want to just prick your spears at me because we can't have a color dictating what we should like and not like and lecturing us. So down with the colors. Take my spear. Fuck you. Oof. Guy in the says, Ice is really letting me down. He's on stream right now. Why can't you be like KSS and share the link to Pumpkin Warpatch issues volume 1 and 2? Why can't you do that? That is a good thing to do. It helps society. And society needs help. All of it. My throat's bleeding. Anyway, KSS says, Eliza, did you hear there's a new shipper group? The Rikis? Oh, I don't want to read that. Oh, I'm not reading that comment. I am not reading that. Damn you, KSS, for typing that in my chat. Damn you for typing that in my chat. What's wrong with you? Oh. Oh. No. No, no, nope. Son of a bitch for making that. Oh. I need a new intermission. I gotta put more intermissions on my thing. Ah. Anyway, we have Michael Diotz. I said it right, Diotz. It's hard to focus on Al's commentary with those three blinding lights in frame out of his primitive camera set. Oh, you mean those lights there? You know what? I totally forgot. Okay. Let me see. I totally forgot those lights on. There we go. You happy now, Diotz? There you go. You happy? Now it's out of the frame. So there. So see, I care about my chat. I care about people who come to me with their what do you call them? Their petitions. They come to me with their petitions and they want me to address it and to fix their concerns so they can move on with their life more peaceful, more stabilized, more complete. They come to me. So I feel like I have a sense of duty to alleviate their concerns and make them feel like they've been heard, like their voice matters. I'm that guy. I am. You should treat me better than that. You really should, all yous. Um, okay. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Says, please pitch your comic to me. I don't think you've done a real pitch, Besides, buy my comic. Is it a funny comic or dark? Well, I did throw a pitch earlier, but you weren't here in the chat. So let me do this again. Since ha 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 wasn't here earlier. Let me get rid of my camera. Still there? Yep, I'm still there. I can be here. Okay. Oh wait, that's the studio. There is a pumpkin. Okay, so Pumpkin Warpatch issues 1 and 2 of 12. It's a 12-issue miniseries. Each issue has its own self-contained story, but details that will connect to other issues up until the 12th and final climactic issue. It is an action comedy. Yes, it's gonna be a funny dialogue, insane dialogue, some insane situations. Yeah, it's an action comedy. Uh, in the vein of Road Warrior Drake, but a bit more mature. So more mature readership going. Um, Pumpkin Warpatch sets out on a journey after the events of Beast Citizen Road Warrior Drake, which is the graphic novel, the second graphic novel in the Drake series. So she sets out on a journey to find her love, Darius, who goes through a journey of his own. And in that journey, she encounters all kinds of weird people, strange setups, all the culminates in a final, impactful final 12th issue. As I said before, there's a lot of goofy situations, but there's also a lot of sexy scenarios too. So you got a mixer of sex and comedy and action. Each issue will have a blend of all three. So you'll have a complete experience with each issue, but it'll be connecting to a greater story, which will be contained within the 12 issues. So Pumpkin Warpatch is the titular character. As I say before, it's an insane blend of comedy, exciting action, and sexy scenarios. And yes, it will definitely earn the mature readers only tag, but it's a story with heart. So uh, you will be brought in by the world and the character and the people that she encounters and all the insane stuff that happens. So yeah, she encounters a Church of the Cow in issue number 2, and yes, there are an insane sect. And writing the dialogue for them was insane because they're very wacky people, very insane, deranged people. So I had to delve into my dark side to write their dialogue. But yeah, they are insane, deranged, and I think I'll have fun reading their dialogue because they're that insane. So that is the Kickstarter for Pumpkin Warpatch. Issue number 2 on Kickstarter. Go ahead and back it, and if you don't want to back it, at least consider a donation. One or two bucks. But I need 17 backers or $500, and then I funded. Well, yeah, I think you'll enjoy this. I think, listen, you're gonna enjoy this. You're gonna have fun reading. My goal is to entertain you. That's my goal. My goal is to produce a book that when you're reading it, you're entertained. Everyone that's read my Road Warrior Drake books have been entertained by it. Most of them have. They have not been bored. They read it, they were entertained, they were delighted by the dialogue. And I'm going to carry that same spirit within the pages of Pumpkin Warpatch. Each page with dialogue is going to have meaning. It'll be heartfelt, or it'll be funny, or it'll be batshit insane, whatever. But that is the goal of Pumpkin Warpatch. So, Timothy O's is a spreading eagle. You degen. There's a little bit of degeneracy in the story. Sure, absolutely. There's going to be some degeneracy because it's in a mature readers only. Not in the vein of Johnny Ryan, though. Like, they won't go as far as Johnny Ryan has gone, but as an indie comic, I had the freedom to experiment in certain ways. So, um, yes. Wait, KSS says, is Pumpkin Warpatch more like a Russ Meyer film or a Tarantino film or a John Waters? So Pumpkin Warpatch is more like good question. Maybe Russ Meyer in aesthetics, but Quentin Tarantino in writing. Quentin Tarantino has yet to write a scene that you couldn't pull away from in terms of dialogue. So I channeled Quentin Tarantino with the dialogue. But yeah, there will be a little bit of Russ Meyerism in the stories, but nothing graphic. Like, I'm not going to show full on dick like Russ Meyer would show. I'm not doing that. No, not that kind of graphic. It'll be mature, but you'll see a titty or two, but you're not going to see dicks. I'm not drawing dicks, so actually, you may see more than one titty. But anyway, but yeah, so you'll get a little bit of that blend. Are they insane in the membrane? Says Tim Olson. Oh yeah, absolutely. So ha ha says, when you sell it more like it's comedy. Even your post on Twitter doesn't get that point across. More emphasis on it's funny. Okay, so we need to get. Okay, so I'm gonna redo the post and emphasize more of the comedy. So yeah, because as we saw with Johnny Ryan stuff, he was able to pitch the blend of sex and comedy, and the comedy clearly comes out in Johnny Ryan's stuff. Actually, I should go back and show. Let me show this last panel here because this lends to the points. Where's the window at? Here it is. Okay. It lends to the point here. Yes. So there we go. So you have the girl saying you're the fucking shittiest rapist in the world. Like that is comedic and shocking, but also it's a comedy sandwich. The greatest the comedy, the meat is shocking. Together makes a great meal. So actually, I should use that as a punchline. Right? I gotta anyway. I don't know. That blew me away. But yeah, I'm emphasizing more of the comedy. So you're right. That should do that. KSS says Tarantino scenes are quite captivating. They are. Look, even in the Tarantino movies I don't like, there are scenes that I'll sit and watch. I'm like, oh, that's entertaining. Like I enjoyed Django Unchained, but I probably won't see it again. But the scene with the clan was hilarious as fuck. Like that was such brilliant writing. The way they performed that scene, I was like, oh, that's hilarious. Like I was watching it and like my jaw dropped because he made a clan scene very entertaining. So, um, Tarantino waiting to direct that elusive 10th film before he retires. So, old dirty fatty. He says, I wish you wouldn't get yourself so worked up. I'm afraid your blood pressure gets too high. So I had to break kayfabe and say it's all performative. All performative. But anyway, uh, Helmut says, I like Russ Meyer movies like I like Rosetta. See, that could mean so many things, Helmut. So I don't know why you typed that, and I don't know why I read it. So I'm done. Shadow Ninja says no dicks. No dicks. There will be no dicks. Trust me. I don't like Jordan dicks. There will be no dicks. Venus Drew says I don't even know Russ Meyer. Russ Meyer is the director of um the Valley Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, among others. He also did what's that other movie he did? Beyond the Valley of Ultra Vixens. I think that was another one of his movies. He was responsible for bringing to the world women like Toru Satana, which Shadow Ninja knows about. Shadow Ninja is a Toru Satana um, connoisseur. He'll tell you about Toru Satana. Shadow Ninja, by the way, Shadow Ninja in the chat. He has a TV show called Sci-Fi Ninja Theater, public access show that's been on TV since the 1990s. And he used to he would go to conventions and interview a lot of these celebrities. He did. I don't know. Did he ever do an interview with Toru Satana? I don't know if he did or didn't, but he he'll tell you about her. But yeah, he's a big Toru Satana fan. But Russ Meyer gave us Toru Satana among other things. So, but his stuff is very exploitative. Like it almost like it's on the border of porn, but they were released as legit movies. But definitely it's exploitation. I'm not a big Russ Meyer fan, but he is a thing and he has a genre and people like him. So anyway, let's see. Ha 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 says that'll be a funny advertisement, Live Matt. This comic is dick free. Oh wow, you're right. It's kind of socking and might grab some. You're right. Yeah, you know what? I should. Yes. Or maybe a very sexy and dick free comic with a lot of action and comedy. I gotta work on that pitch. You know what? I'm gonna work on it tonight. No dicks. No dicks, no swastikas. No dicks. Definitely no dicks. Anyway. Uh let's see. Intense Grifter says so got lots of jokes and good at sex. So many things to play with now. Then so many things I can play with that now. Holy shit. Now my brain is storming. My brain is storming. I know that if I talked about Johnny Ryan and showcase his work, that it will go back to Pumpkin Warpatch and how to make this thing like really pop out so you can say, oh, I get it now. I know what the last man is doing with Pumpkin Warpatch. I get it now. Um, you can say it's like Russ Meyer. Okay, wait, who's that? Oh, that's guy in his room. Okay. Yeah, you know, it's funny how how it came about. Interesting. Hmm. I gotta think about how to incorporate Russ Meyer's name into it because I don't want to say it's like a Russ Meyer. Um, how about this? Okay, Kit Natividad. Yeah, I was thinking about the name of that other girl, that Spanish girl he discovered. Kit Natividad. Yeah, that was another girl that Russ Meyer. Kit Natividad. Okay, if you ever seen Kit Natividad, she is like an R. Crumb drawing come to life. You know how R. Crumb has these thick girls and these humongous tits and they got these like bubbly faces. Kit Natividad is a Russ Meyer character come to life. That who's Kit.Tividad is. Yes. I do know Helmet. Yes. I do know. Oh, we have Wenger in the chat? Wait, did I miss him? Wait. Who's Wenger? Oh, wait, was that hold on, I missed Wenger. I don't see Wenger in the chat. What is Wenger at? I don't see him. Oh wait, is that him? Intense Shifter? Is that Wenger? Okay, maybe that is. Okay, I missed him. Okay. No, it's Warp Wenger. Okay. Warp Wenger. Okay, so we have Warp Wenger in the chat. He goes, "Hey yo, hello Wenger" in the chat. How's it going? Good seeing you around. Um, let's see. Okay, just catching up on the chat a little more. Let's see. Helmet says, "Okay, yeah, I read the Kitten on TV comment. Yes, okay." Warp Bringer says, "Oz Great Sage, what it do? What it do?" Okay, so Shadow Ninja says, I wish I could highlight these comments. Shadow Ninja says, "Yes, I did." He interviewed Tora Satana. He gave me her number, and I interviewed Russ Meyer. Okay, so so Shadow Ninja actually interviewed Russ Meyer for his show. Okay, so yeah, and there's the chat. I mean, there's the link to Pumpkin Warpatch created by KSS. Oh, what Wenger says he's not here. Okay, I'm sorry. What Wenger says he's not here. So I misrepresented you. I'm sorry. I misrepresented you. So guys, Wenger's not in the chat. Even though he's in the chat, he's not in the chat. So I don't want to misrepresent his absence. Excuse me. Ken says, "Alana, show Wenger your sticks." That's it. You people in the chat gotta stop. Wait. Haha. Haha. Ha says. Also, Lasmat. The television miniseries on the front page for me is a turnoff. Feels overwhelming. It makes me just wait until you finish it. I think it's saying self-contained stories, but okay. All right. Okay, I guess. Probably could do that. We'll try. I'll try that. I'll see about removing it. We'll see. In the title, though, you mentioned it in the title, so maybe I should keep it in the body of the pitch, in the story of the Kickstarter page, not the title itself. Okay, good point. You're sick, Colors. You're sick. I don't have a stick collection. You're sick. Dynasty says Wenger. Allows that. Wenger wants to know if you smash Vic. I would not. You guys are sick. Stop it. Stop it. You know that brings me into the term "fuck my son." You know what? It goes back to this. Where is it? It goes right back to this or that. Don't ever type that again, Gifford. Don't ever type that again. You're sick. Tim Olsen says, "Eliza, do you like fish sticks? Fish sticks is nuts. How about that, Tim Olsen? How about that? Let press charges, Cal Colors. Press charges. Guess what? They won't hear you in the ban zone. They won't hear you." Michael Diaz says, "Lust in the Dust had great characters like Red Dick and Abel Wood. Is the book like that? No, not my book. No, I mean it's not like that. It's not like that. But the comedy's more in the situations that happen, in the dialogue. So it'll be very weird situations in each book. Oh, Shadow Ninjas, where's your link? So KSS is posting it in the chat. He's actually posted it right there. In the for Pumpkin Warpatch, but it's also in the pinned chat. So if you go there and you click it, it'll take you to the Kickstarter. So yeah, the catch is on, says Gifford. If you say yes, you have to. You know what? Stop typing her name here. It's disgusting. I said it right, KSS Diatsi. I said it right. I thought I did anyway. Maybe I didn't say it right. I don't know. Diatsi. So, well, I guess I should expect the degeneracy in the chat because we just reviewed "Fuck My Son," "Campground Slut," "Fat Cop" by Johnny Ryan, so it was inevitable to open those doors to the degeneracy that you guys are typing in the chat. Such a weirdo. All you such weirdos. Sure. Intense shifter says, no, I'm young. I'm 47 young. I'm 47 years old young. Wait, am I 47? Yeah, 40, yeah, I'm 47. Wait a minute. Does that mean I'm gonna be 48 next year? Holy crap, I'm gonna be 48 next year. Oh, holy shit. Wait. I'm gonna be 48 next year. Wow. Wow. I'm 2 years shy of 50. Ah. Holy crap. In a couple years, I'm gonna be officially half a century old. How did I get to this point? What the flying F? What have I done? Wow. Oz Great Sage is so old. F you too, Oz Great Sage. Gina's Room says, isn't it Wenger like 46? I'm older than Wenger. I'm older to be his father now, I think. Similar says you have a weird audience. I didn't mean to, Sam. I was just talking comics, and they came here and decided to do this. So, I don't, what do you want me to do? I can't disband everybody because I'm all streams only two people. Anyway, haha, haha, ha 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 says, gonna read new hotel stories soon. That is Narwhal's book. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't call by his name anymore. It's gonna be Per Berg. That's Per Berg's book, New Hotel Story. Actually, you know what? I forgot. I forgot to check to see if oh, shit, my mind is out of shit. That book he did with Mark Millar. Is it Hotel Story? Wait a minute. I know I'm gonna get shit in the chat for this. My brain sometimes just betrays me. Sometimes it does. And yes, I pronounce it Millar because it's spelled Pernar. Excuse me. Vatican City. Yes. Okay. So I think Vatican City. There was the graphic novel was supposed to come out last month. Let me see. Is it out already? Is Vatican City the graphic novel out? Okay. So yeah, it says available as a collected graphic novel. So yeah, and I don't see a link for it. I think Amazon has it. No, just the. So I gotta stay tuned to see if it comes out as when that graphic novel hits. But I didn't buy the individual issues on the understanding that it was going to be collected as a graphic novel. So, Guinness Room says prostate exams coming soon, so he's doing prostate exams. So yeah, go check your dick and balls, make sure it's functioning. Tim Moses says 46 is my age, and I am okay with it. Well, good. I'm glad you are. Glad you are. Good. Absolutely. KSS says I'm turning 48 in December, so I decided I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to be 46. Congrats to you. You're special. I guess I'm not because I'm shit. Helmet says, I'm glad I'm only 40 and don't have a weird shape. You know, screw you! My head is shaped fine, Helmet. My head is shaped fine. I don't have a weird shaped head. It's shaped fine. It is as God made it. I'm a work of art. I'm a work of art. I'm beautiful. Take your spear and chuck it at your direction. I will not be harmed by your spears. You of hell. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha 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 says, Costco sisters have a movie called Dead Hooker in a Trunk. I haven't seen it yet. Have you? I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't know it was a thing, so I guess we'll find out. I guess I'll check it out at some point. So yeah. Tim Olsen says he's talking to Winger. Speak for yourself. I'm a classic DJ. Thank you very much. That's the Brie Larson thing. So Shadow Ninja says I didn't realize Russ Meyer when I interviewed him because he kept looking at me like I was crazy. When I realized it was him, I was running back to his table. He left. Oh, so you didn't get a chance to interview him. You well, okay, you interviewed him, but you didn't know it was him. And then when you realized it was him, you ran back to say something again, and he left. So that's a good story to tell. You got to show me. You got to get me that interview. Shadow Ninja, if you give me, we'll talk afterwards because that's a good story you told, and I want to show that interview. So Wanger says I'm in love with my cousin. Oh damn it, Wanger, what is wrong with you? Are you trying to get me banned from YouTube? Are you trying to bring a sick degenerate audience to my sphere, Wanger? Really? I mean, I know real love comes in whatever shape and form, but it's not. You don't have to announce to the world. Oh, damn. Can't believe I read that comment. My throat's gonna go out. What time is it? 9:40. I'm almost close to calling it a stream. I can't go any further. I got a pulse to touch up, and I think I gotta let the energy rest. Listen, I was not aware. I was not aware of the lengths that you people went through. The type of shit you typed in the chat, and it totally hurt me in the algorithm on the tubes of you. Michael Bancroft's in the chat. So we got someone in the chat that's actually prestigious. So thankfully, Bancroft is here. So shout out to Michael Bancroft. I always like reading his comments because he's got some insightful stuff just to say with regards to the topic at hand. So I'm sure he's read Johnny Ryan's comics. So I like to hear what he's got to say. So let me read Bancroft's comment. So Michael Bancroft says, "You're in love with your cousin, last man." Did I hear you say that out loud? Just no, no. I'm reading Wenger's comment. Wenger said, "Wait, why is Bancroft not doing this? Damn it." You were like a brother-in-law to me, Bancroft. You were better than this. I clearly was reading Wanker's comment. I didn't say I don't even have a cousin anymore. All my cousins are dispersed all over the world. I don't know none of them. They totally shut their doors on me. Anyway, don't you dare clip Wenger. I see what happened. I see what happened. It was a gay op. Wenger gay op me. Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it now. Wenger and Bancroft have a DM group, a super secret DM group, where they do all their gay ops. And you guys plotted against me, and you're gonna clip me and try to ruin me. Well, now that I know that, I'm a step ahead of y'all. Oh yes, oh yes, I'm a step ahead of y'all. It's true, it's very true. And Shift is Elasmat is well preserved for his age. Well, thank you. Let me read it again. He says Elasmat is well preserved for his age. Well, thank you. That made me feel good. I feel wonderful now. I feel bubbly inside. I feel wonderful inside. Wow. I feel wonderful. I see what you're doing there, Bancroft. I see what you and Wenger are doing. I see what you're doing. Anyway, my throat is begging me to shut up, so I'm gonna probably just end the stream here because I managed to stretch out the content to an hour and 43 minutes, which is amazing. Considering that my co-host is out sick, although he's in the chat being a jerk, with the rest of the jerks and spear chuckers, but I made it work. I'm gonna be working on my retooling the promo for Pumpkin Warpatch to emphasize more of the comedy and the action, in addition to the sexual stuff in there. So, Colonel Morgan did chat. He's a sensitive subject, Bancroft. The last night's cousin got turned into a jar of peanut butter. You know, you guys have a good night. I'm done. You know, forget it. Oh, by the way, the outro before I officially cut. I added new footage to the outro. I got rid of some of the older footage. So I had some new footage on there, which will make it more exciting. So enjoy the outro because you guys want me DED. You really do. So I'm done. Have a good night, guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys. If I don't see you guys on Sunday night on my kick stream, I'll be back on Monday for the Monday Monster Moratorium. So don't forget to back Pumpkin Warpatch. Share the link out. If you don't want to back it, but share the link out, please share the link out. Put it out there on X. Put it on your Facebook. I just need 17 backers, and I'm funded. So put it out there. Share it. We can make it work. It'll be a fun book. Exciting, weird, you name it. So go ahead and enjoy it. Back it. I'm not gonna do the weird thing of saying back it once, back it often. Just back it once. I want unique readers. So have a good night. Take care, and I leave you with this.